These days the band are properly looked after.
Sheep and Bring Me the Horizon's tour manager. The more important things like making sure they get paid and no one rips them off, to picking out the red M&Ms. Yeah, they're a good bunch of lads and we have a good laugh most of the time, but you know, at the same time you find me pulling my hair out sometimes when one of them's disappeared 5 minutes before we're supposed to go on and I have absolutely no idea where he is. That kind of thing happens, you know, when one of them's drunk and decides to joyride a forklift truck and nearly hits the tour bus. That kind of thing, you know, gets the downside of it sometimes.
The lads are well on their way to global recognition and ready to start work on their outstanding second album, Suicide Season. But before we get to that, let's rewind right back to the beginning and the young entrepreneurial Oli Sykes.
I mean, I've always been into art since I've been little. Like, that's what I used to do when I was at school in my spare time. I just used to sit and draw.
Before Bring Me the Horizon, Oli had already found an outlet for his artistic leanings with his own clothing company, Drop Dead.
Drop Dead started out in my bedroom, just me designing and packing all the orders and everything. It was just like a one-man operation.
To be honest, when he first started doing his t-shirts, I thought, oh, this might not work.
Slowly, as the band got bigger, Drop Dead started to rise as well.
I'm Ian, Ollie's dad. I'm a manager at Drop Dead. At the moment, I'd say we're doing between 2,000 and 3,000 t-shirts a week. It started when he went to college. He used to come home every night and said to us, it's been a waste of time today, nobody's done out, everybody's messing around in class and I can't do it anymore, but I really want to start a t-shirt company. Could you lend me some money? Me and his mum said, yeah. I lent him £500 and off he went. And within a couple of months he'd paid that back and he was up and running, packing orders at home in the cellar and taking them down to the post office every day. It just really went on from there. But yeah, his band's his main ambition really. This is just his sideline. All he has to do really is the design side of things, and me and his mum just look after it for him.
I'm Oli Sykes, Ollie's mum, and we're stood outside Drop Dead Clothing in Sheffield. So just that's the reception. This is our dispatch warehouse. On this side we've got all the sweaters and the hoodies. These are all t-shirts down here. I mean, we're mainly t-shirts. I mean, that were the idea of the start-up of the business, that Ollie wanted to put his art on t-shirts.
Name's Tom, Ollie's brother, production coordinator. It's just really bright and colourful. It always has been. It's always been like stuff that Ollie's been interested in as well. He'll only do t-shirts that he likes himself, and I think a lot of people kind of just follow it for that reason. Like, I mean, I see kids like wearing like t-shirts and jumpers and hats like all together, and it's just like, it's pretty crazy really.
He's got two cousins, Ollie, who work here, his brother, his mum, his dad, his auntie works here, then Brendan and Corey. Matt is a friend of Ollie's, so very high proportion.
That's always been the first option really for me. Like, if there's work that needs to be done, I'd rather give it to one of my friends and help my friends out than someone I don't know.
Hi, I'm Brendan. I work at Drop Dead. I'm in the dispatch area. I know Matt, the bassist. I used to live in the same town as him when we were growing up. And I live with Lee now, and I met him at college with Curtis and Matt Nichols. It's really like chilled out. It's really good atmosphere because it's all like family and friends. You know, you get a few perks as well. So last year I went to Warped Tour, so I were in America for a month. So that's pretty good. All my friends get to hang out and they all get to do this job that they enjoy and they love, and because that's what I've got, and it's just good that I can share it with friends, you know what I mean? Imagine if this band goes tits up, how many people are going down with us, you know what I mean? Because it's all linked.
I'm Chris Stokes. I do the lights for Bring Me the Horizon. I went to school with Ollie. Not a qualified lighting guy as such, but they're cool with me learning kind of on the job. I've seen so much of the world already, and it's, you know, I see kids that we went to school with and they're still stuck in Stocksbridge just working at the steelworks or something. It's like, I'm just so happy that I've been able to move away from that, and I think it's the best job that I could ever have.
Hi, I'm Phil, and I do front of house sound engineering for the rock band Bring Me the Horizon. Kind of blagged that I could do it and got it as a full-time job. It's good, you know, this place is good at Drop Dead because we can come down, have a drink, hang out, play, you know. So, yeah, and everyone lives in Sheffield as well with band and crew, so yeah, it's a good little family we've got going.
we are, all the friends and my family, we're all just like one big family and stuff, and we couldn't be closer.
Under the skin, inside the industry. This is BBC Radio 1 Stories.
If you've just joined us, I'm Daniel P. Carter, and you're listening to the story of Bring Me the Horizon on BBC Radio 1. Strong bonds of trust and friendship are clearly key to the Oli Sykes empire, and when they're broken, it hurts.
The title track from my last album, Suicide Season, it were a song that, like, I was upset when I was writing and stuff, and it was about someone who lost his dad, and slowly after that we started losing him. He were our merch guy at the time. We came to find out that he was stealing from us, and that kind of like broke my heart, because he'd been my best friend from school since I was about, I don't know, from the start, you know what I mean, stuff like that. So that's always a song that when I kind of well up when I listen back to or we play live and stuff. So I guess every song's personal to me, but probably that the most.
This is the title track from Bring Me the Horizon's excellent 2008 album, Suicide Season, a song inspired by betrayal and lost friendship. To take traumatic, life-changing events and channel them into heartfelt lyrics is pretty typical of Oli Sykes. Inspiration is born of personal experience and often pain.
I mean, I only write about what I know, so all of my lyrics and that are from personal experiences and stuff I've been through, and I've been through so much in a lot of it, because I'm in a band, like, you experience stuff that you wouldn't, I mean, you go across the world and you tour and you do all this stuff, and yeah, you experience stuff that I probably wouldn't experience if I weren't in a band, you know? I mean, you lose a lot of your innocence when you're in this profession. There's a lot of crazy shit that I've been through, so there's plenty to write from. I need to make stories up about it, you know what I mean? Chelsea Smile. I mean, that song's about, like I said, I've got a secret. It is about a big secret. It was basically a big mistake I made. It almost made the demise of the band, like, and they didn't even know it at the time. Like, no one knew. I was the only person who knew when it happened and stuff, and I was convinced the band was over. And I mean, I didn't tell anyone because we were actually writing the album Suicide Season at the time, and if I told them it's over and stuff, but at the same time I was like, well, we'll write a good album, you know what I mean? We'll write this album, and if something happens, it happens. I guess it kind of feels like when someone dies and you can be happy, but there's always that in the back of your head that something really bad's happening, and that's what it was for me every day. Like, even if I could be happy or have a good day, it was still there, just lingering in the back of my mind, and it would just do a real heavy thing to like have.
I got a secret with all the my dogs on the back of my lungs, and I can't keep it. I know something you don't know.